Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, we have terms, we have the dictionary, we have explanations, we have definitions, and we have logic. We have, we are able to empirically observe what's going on around us. We have brains. Man, come on. We are 21st century. Now, we have here Ukrinform, and we have Zelensky claiming that Russia engages in genocide in Ukraine. This is what he states, that the Russians commit genocide in Ukraine. Now, either that's not occurring, or if it's occurring, the Russians are stupid. Okay? I will tell you. So here is an article from Ukrinform, and we got this weasel. Zelensky to Canadian Parliament, Russia committing genocide in Ukraine. Okay, well, let's see what this guy has to say. So Zelensky clearly emphasized that Russia's actions should be recognized as genocide against the Ukrainian people. He said that on Friday during a speech in the Parliament of Canada. Ukrinform own correspondent reports, and I'm quoting Zelensky. It is genocide what Russian occupiers are doing in Ukraine. And when we want to win, when we call on the world to support us, it is not just about an ordinary conflict. It is about saving lives of millions of people, the president of Ukraine emphasized. Thank you very much. Now, he says that Russians are doing genocide. Okay. Let's say the Russians are committing right now genocide. Are they aware of committing it? Yes, because that's a conscious decision to do, according to the definition. Purposely, do you design certain practices to destroy a nation or a group, to exterminate it? That's the definition, loosely, but I don't have to really quote a dictionary. You can do that. So here we have Zelensky saying that the Russians are doing that. Now, if the Russians are doing that, and they don't give a fuck, looks like, correct? Otherwise, it's so obvious Zelensky sees it, and if Zelensky sees it, that means everybody else sees it. So if it's so obvious, why are the Russians so dumbasses to have so many losses? You know what I mean? I mean, like you have a war with someone and you just go with a knife and he can hit you back. You can, when you just can use a rifle from distance, a sniper rifle, puck, and that's it. The enemy is gone. Why the Russians did not do that? They definitely have the means. I'm talking about nuclear weapons. If the Russians wanted to exterminate those guys in the genocide, as Zelensky said, why didn't they use something that would not affect them at all? They would not use any troops. They would not lose any economic, situation would be okay. You know what I mean? And everything would be right there. So that's why it's illogical to say that. Why would they get involved in a military conflict for about a year and a half, more than a year and a half, when they want to exterminate, commit a genocide? You tell me. I mean, logically, it doesn't make sense. Now, if you say that the Russians are illogical, then why don't they use those weapons? If so, they are illogical and they're mad people. Because if you're a mad person, you're crazy, you don't think of the consequences. Therefore, you don't think of the consequences of using those weapons. I'm talking about nuclear weapons. So that means they restrain themselves, correct? So they don't launch a nuclear weapon. Why would they not launch it? If they really are committing what Zelensky said and everybody sees it. Why? I mean, they're afraid that someone else is going to come and do something to them? No, nobody will do anything to them. Everybody's going to point fingers and going to say stop. Why? Because I guarantee you that the elites don't want to end their lives like this. They don't care about us, but they don't want to end it like this. And if we go away, and they're in their little bunkers, when they come out, who's going to work for them? They can't let us go. Therefore, they're not going to engage in a nuclear war. That's they have families, they have history, they have generations, they look forward. Imagine that you are on top of the world. Let's say you have millions, hundreds of millions, billions, let's say. Your family already is over there in the candy shop. You're over there. Why do you want to destroy that for your children, your grandchildren, when you see them as the future leaders of this planet, of humanity? Do you think they don't see it that way? I fucking guarantee you they see it that way. All these Clintons, all these Bushes, they see their families. I'm giving you examples that you know of. They all see their families as, royalty. They started a dynasty. Trump tries to start a dynasty, and the other dynasties try to cut this dynasty from growing. That's the thing with Trump. That's why even if Trump gets tomorrow by these guys or whatever, they will not let Trump's family survive. They will take care of it. They will do it like in the old days. The king, the king's children, the infants of and any other relative, they will take care of all of them. Why? So they can't come back and do something to you. Therefore, at least I am very, very, very relaxed about that one. Very relaxed that I don't want that to happen, but I'm very relaxed that if these guys will use it, the other guys will not counter. They will not. What are they going to do? Attack the Russians with nuclear weapons, and the other guy's going to, and everything's going to be blown up. No, the elites will stop before that. They will not care about us a lot. The only thing they care about us is who's going to give them water, who's going to fetch them water, who's going to work for them. Who? They don't do that. We have to do it. Therefore, they will take care of us as a necessity. Not because they like us and our nation. No, we are their nation for as long as we provide taxes, military personnel, we create weapons, we have businesses. They have the biggest businesses with the taxes, they have a market, and they can use the military wherever they want on this planet to promote their interest. And we are just like little, if you see the hamsters or the little mice running around that little wheel, that's what we are. That then gives energy to these guys. What do you want to destroy a mouse? No, you keep him. You keep him. So I guarantee you, no problem. So Zelensky, if these guys really are engaged in genocide, you know what I mean? They would not waste a year and a half to have so many, as you say, 280,000 people dead. For what? When they can have 0 dead and you all gone? Doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense because that's not what it is. The Russians never said they want to commit genocide to their cousins, brothers, and so on. Well, these guys can claim it, but the evidence is the same. They have as much evidence to support that as they have it that the Russians, once they destroy Ukraine and take over Ukraine, they will keep going towards the Atlantic Ocean and they will kill the entire Europe. Why? I don't know, because that's the way they are. That's the argument. Because they want an empire, and that's their mentality. They tried with that one too. Empire. I don't remember these guys having 740 military bases around the world. I know someone else who has it and is with its nose in everybody's business around this planet and moralizes you. Everybody who has resources are moralized. The ones that don't have resources, we don't care. Get some AIDS, get some that. We don't care about that. These are our elites, my friends. So relax. We're not going to have an atomic war. 99% certain. They need us and they don't want to lose their position. Why would they? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.